G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a grenade launcher. Specifically, it's a China Lake pump-action grenade launcher. During the Vietnam War, the Navy SEALs got fed up with their single-shot grenade launchers in the M79 and also the XM148, and the repeating grenade launcher was also unreliable. So they sent a request out to China Lake, which is a place in California, like a military research place, I guess, and they come up with this. So this thing was originally designed in 1967 and produced from 1968 onwards. There was only about 25 to 30 of these made, and several reproduction models were created in the mid to late 2000s as well, but they're not genuine. The only 4 genuine ones that are left are in museums. There's 4 of them. Unfortunately, none of these locations are accessible in Fallout 4. None of them are in Massachusetts or Boston for that matter, so unfortunately we can't go to a museum and find a unique version, a genuine one from the Vietnam War era. But what you're getting out of this compared to a M79 is a lot more 40 mics for your buck. So you can load 3 in the tube, 1 in the chamber for a capacity of 4, which is a lot higher than 1 when it comes to grenades, so a big improvement. Plus it's really cool. That helps it too. This weapon mod features custom sounds and animations. There's no bullet counting system here, so you'll always reload it to its maximum capacity only if you ever shoot 1, but I can accept that because Bethesda never went back and fixed their animations for the lever action rifle, so I'm not going to hold it against them. Anyways, attachment time. First of all, we've got the receivers. You can't do anything with that. That might be a little bit more relevant later, but we'll just leave that on standard. Next, we've got the barrels. You can have standard, light barrel for better AP cost, worse reload speed. Extended barrel gives you better range at a worse AP cost. Shielded barrel, better recoil. Shielded light barrel, better recoil and AP costs, worse reload speed. And extended barrel for better recoil and range, but a worse AP costs. And honestly, we'll go for as much range as we can get on this thing because we're going to carry that damage as far as we possibly can as we arc our grenades through the air. Next, we've got the stocks. We've got a standard. A light stock offers better AP costs, bad recoil. Honestly, recoil for a weapon like this, it's a pump action, so recoil is never really going to be that much of a problem. This one, however, offers a better recoil. A sawn-off will increase your rate of fire, which is pretty handy to have on a grenade launcher like this. And by the way, this DPS thing, I don't think it factors in the actual explosions, or, DPS is a little bit funny on grenade launchers anyway, because it's not a hit scan weapon, so the time to kill is going to vary between your distance between you and the target anyway, so just ignore that one. But rate of fire, that's good for a weapon like this. A synthetic stock will give you better sighted accuracy. Meh. I mean, precision, optional for a grenade launcher. This assault stock will give you better AP cost. A comfort stock will give you better recoil. A speed stock will give you a better rate of fire boost. Let's do that one. Next, we've got the grenades. You can change the different grenade flavors. So you can have plasma grenades, pulse grenades, timed grenades, so they'll explode not on impact, but after a little bit, so you can lob them around corners, I guess, which is pretty handy. Nuka grenades give you a big fat man shell explosion, which they've packed that into a 40mm grenade somehow, so that's cool. You could probably do with sizing the explosion down a little bit. I think that'd make a little bit more sense. You can have rubber grenades. That's a non-lethal. They stagger enemies, though. I don't know why you'd ever want to use non-lethal, but there you go. If you're doing a pacifist run, maybe that's handy. You've also got junk grenades. Weaker explosion, but you can make the targets bleed with shrapnel, I suppose. You've also got incendiary grenades for fire hazards and you burn over time. High explosive grenades are just standard grenades, but better. Can knock down enemies as well. Pretty handy. And there's some stun grenades, more non-lethals. Cryo grenades are added as well. Gives you a cool thing. Perhaps you can freeze things with that. Tell them to chill out. We'll go for just high explosive grenades for now, and then we'll move on to the next one. So you've got sights. You can have lowered versions, glow versions, both raised and lowered. Laser sights, there's no actual laser dot you can aim with. You just sort of like hold it closer to your face, I suppose. So if you've got a good idea of where the arc of this thing, it just basically means you're not going to have this rifle or this grenade launcher in your way as you're aiming down sights. So you can figure it out that way. You can also have a reflex sights, which has a circle there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but yeah, it's not really good for calculating elevation, but I suppose it looks cool. You get better sighted accuracy out of it. And a scope, a night vision, and a recon scope, which might come in handy a little bit later. Nonsensical for a grenade launcher perhaps, but it might come in handy just a little bit later on. Let's go for some raised glow sights because I think they look kind of cool. We've also got an option for a legendary effect provided by legendary modification. Skip over that one. And you can change the pump on this thing. Combat pump gives you better rate of fire and reload speed. Helpful. calibrated for better AP costs with a worse reload speed, superior rate of fire with the light pump that we're seeing here, tactical pump for reload speed, and the synthetic pump for superior AP costs and recoil. Honestly, rate of fire is king when it comes to this thing. Get more grenades out quicker, do more damage, as simple as. And that's it. That's our grenade launcher. Show you how to get them, and we'll find a unique. Ooh, I wonder what it'll be. The China Lake grenade launcher is injected onto a level list at level 25. You'll find it in vendors, gunners, Brotherhood of Steel, Minutemen. Yeah, they'll be carrying this thing, and it's fairly cheap for what it is. Thanks, Clanker. There is also a unique version of the China Lake grenade launcher, and is very reminiscent of the one we used back in the Sierra Madre in the Fallout New Vegas Dead Money DLC, and there's a little bit of a quest to get it. So first of all, what you want to do is go to Vault 95, which is out here in the Commonwealth. There's Somerville Place, Gunners Plaza, not too far away. And you'll find there's a bunch of gunners standing around. Dispatch of them and head to the top, because there you'll find something particularly interesting. Up here, you'll find yourself a Brotherhood of Steel deserter, complete with incomplete Holorifle parts, and Project Holorifle replication, some grenades, a scoped grenade launcher, and a 10mm pistol. Very good. You don't have to actually go inside Vault 95 to get all of this. You can just go to the top. And if you want, you can just walk away after this section here, just because, well, you don't really need any of this. Okay. Let's read that note and find out where we should head next. And the note reads this: apparently some years back, an elder of our brothers and sisters out west had come up with some type of energy weapon crafted out of a grenade launcher. The weapon utilized some sort of hologram technology, which was easy to find depending on where you are out west. These schematics were found sometime after Elijah had run off. They were passed to the Brotherhood, though nothing could have been done as there was no hologram technology to be found. That's what leads me here. I caught of some sort of vault somewhere in the Commonwealth that actually has some simple hologram technology, but that's enough for me. I ran from the Brotherhood and decided to come here and make the weapon. Maybe that'll show that I'm capable. I'll be a knight once I show them this. I know it. For those of you who are unfamiliar with which vault has this simple hologram technology, it's located within Malden Middle School, which is right there. You've got other notable locations like Outpost Munja there, Breakheart Banks, the Slog, you've got Finch Farm as well, and Tavington Boathouse not too far away, so pretty easy to get to. It's not a particularly high level area, but once you get to your Malden Middle School place, just walk right inside, find this like jail cell door, open that up, head in the basement, and once you're inside you'll find a couple of gunner skulls painted. Look, it's a vault. Walk in, there's going to be gunners in here, so go in, all guns blazing. Oh, unless you've killed them, then they're all synths. Okay, as it turns out, I actually haven't been here before on this file, so there's still gunners around, but there was a bunch of synths in here as well, which I think is funny. Anyways, so I'll just show you where to go. Starting off from the elevator, simply run through here, through to the atrium. Once you get to the end of this, just go right. Keep going through the atrium and keep going forward. Go over to your right again and you find the locker room here. If you see these lockers, then you're going to the right spot. Then keep going down this hallway, then take a left before you get blocked by that security door. Go down these stairs into this lit room, find the observation sign. You can use that to guide you, and walk this way. This will take you to that holographic room where you can take a pistol and shoot the holograms and stuff and see if you can get the best time. But the real goods is this hologram module. Nice. There you go. And once you've got that, well, all you need to do is go to a chemistry workbench, and I believe you'll be able to craft this thing for yourself. So yeah, you don't actually have to go through this quest to do anything here, so that's nice. You just walk right out. Once you're at a chemistry workbench, find Holorifle reconstruction with the grenade launcher, the hologram module, and the incomplete Holorifle parts, and a couple of other misc things. You can craft this for science rank 4. I wonder which one it's going to eat. Dunno. I hope the game's not going to crash. And you can also modify your Holorifle, so this one's got an overcharged capacitor, extended barrel assault stock for better AP cost, a standard battery because that's just your grenade slot, I suppose, a scope because it has to have a scope like the one from Dead Money, and a light pump for a superior rate of fire. And it's not terrible at 262 damage. Okay, it's time to start shooting stuff. You've already seen a little bit of this thing, at least in first person as it's firing, but yeah, you shoot it, you pump action, reload. It's reloading all of the shots in, including that first one in the chamber every single time. So again, no bullet counting systems, but it's got munitions though, so it's compatible with other mods that have the 40 mics from the munitions, so that's cool. And I've created a bunch of others. I'm not hotkeyed them though, so we can see the flavors as I choose them. So we've got this one in cryo, incendiary with the reflex sight. We've got a nuke one in all caps with a couple of exclamation marks. Plasma with a scope on it, because why not? And here's the glorious looking Holorifle. Let's hope it can do well in terms of damage, but we'll see how we go. Here's a version with just standard stun on it, and the timed grenades. Also, this is a raccoon roll outfit. You probably just saw it on the apparel slot there, but it's someone's firing a grenade launcher over there. Okay, looks like we're fighting other people with grenade launcher, but yeah, it's like a leotard thing from Stellar Blade. It's been I don't think it's a port. I think it's been created, and it's got a blue retexture on it, a hood at the back, which is cool. So make sure you wear your hair up so you don't clip through that. But I think we'll just start off with the Holorifle, and it'll be interesting to see if this is executed well, because the Holorifle from Dead Money had a really good feel to it, but that is not it. Someone is launching bolt grenades at me, so I think I'm about to cop it. Yeah, that's kind of scary. I'm gonna move before those grenades actually hit me. It's cool to see it on the leveled list here, so that's good. We'll add some criticals. Oh look, the cubes! You could actually see the cubes. It didn't look like that when it wasn't in. It looks like more like an alien blaster shot, but they got that right, which is great. The sound, I think, is lacking. No, you can't be using an alien blaster sound, a weapon that is notoriously terrible in this game, for the sound of a Holorifle. Okay, I'm not impressed with it. Let's go over to high explosive, gather around chumps. For a 2-shot kill for a 40mm grenade launcher with a 4-shot capacity, I'm pretty happy with that. Doesn't have to be more than that. Anything more would be a little bit crazy. Looks like we're getting knocked down as well, which is pretty handy. If they get knocked down, then they're not shooting at me, which is fantastic. This truck trailer's served me well for cover today. They've barely touched me, despite all of the crap that they're throwing at me. Okay, time to do something a little bit differently. Let's go for a plasma flavor on it. I do quite like when they use the plasma explosions on the grenades, and the grenade launcher mods, or explosive effects in this game, because it's a cool effect. And it's, I don't know, it just feels it feels like Fallout, the plasma grenades. Remind me of Fallout 3 a little bit, with the Enclave gear, always carrying those around. Not that I've ever used them, because you would hotkey them, but they certainly looked cool and they were fun to collect. As you can tell, there's a little bit of arc in these projectiles. It's not the fastest traveling grenade in the world, and as you'll see in just a second, you can actually have a little bit of fun with the projectile. You can actually see the arc quite well, looking through the scope at the very least. Weirdly enough, I feel like the plasma versions have less bite than other versions, which I think is kind of funny. We'll go over to incendiary now. I feel them, I see them launching grenades. And so using the first person sound for the grenades when NPCs fire it, which is generally not how it goes when they do that. But it looks like the incendiary one is kinda meh. Like the burning damage over time isn't anything to write home about either, so how about instead of heating them up, we'll cool them down. You look a little bit warm out there. I do quite like the cryo grenade effect. This seems to have a little bit more bite to it, and that guy slowed right down. He's able to break the laws of physics when he's falling, and ooh. I think I broke the animations. And we're back. Good. I've seen these animations before, so probably not the mod's fault, just the animation set. Very nice. They are taking a little bit of killing, but, you know, when there's multiple dudes around... How did I crit this guy? Is he going to freeze? No, he's a little bit slower than what he'd usually be, though, so that's helpful. I suppose there's some utility in that. Alright, let's use the timed version here. We'll see what kind of fuse we're dealing with. Quite a long time. Probably not the best choice in that little situation, but that's fine. And unfortunately, at this stage, like, this guy can just run out. So unless you've got them sort of sitting in a room where you can, like, bounce grenades around corners or something. Although he's crippled now, so I think we've got him. There we go. Probably not the best choice. You're all probably waiting for one specific version of this to come out, so... That's right, we're going to use the stun. We're going to see a gunner breakdance. Ouch, I actually staggered myself with that. It's actually got a pretty decent radius. I think we can kill this guy with a non-lethal. Splendid. Oops. Might die to fall damage here if I keep that up. So, stopping a charging person like this, I mean, it's only a basic gunner, but you get the idea. We'll beat her over the head. I mean, there's utility in it. And before we can come out of our stagger, we'll just put these grenades around this guy as he's trying to get up feebly. Give me a crit. Not quite. Okay, time to bring out the nuke, because you know what we need to do? We need to stuff a Fat Man shell in a China Lake grenade launcher. As you can tell, very effective, hitting for over 1,000. Just got to make sure we don't hit ourselves with it, of course. And looks like I've found just one more out here. Really feel the heat of that mushroom cloud from up here. And I think that's it, because unless this lot have decided to sleep on the job, we are 100% done here.
Sweet.
Oh, okay. Well, he's just missing a head.
Hello.
We're gonna just pop grenades around the corner. Very, very long fuse. You could argue probably a little bit too long. Wonder how this is gonna go with VATS. Is it gonna strike them and just sit below them, or is it going to explode it as soon as it hits them? Well, it's going to travel like in an arc and it's going to fire right behind them. Okay, I'm not really sure about that one. Let's close this off with a Holorifle, I guess. How good is it that coincidentally the microfusion cells are the same diameter as 40mm grenades? Father Elijah really lucked out with that one, didn't he? Okay, I gotta say that the Holorifle is incredibly disappointing. It's not fun to use at all. The grenades, I think, do pretty well. So, looks like we've got blood on the new suit. Oh well, happens. Anyways, let's go fight a monster. Okay, so we'll load up our nuke version, get a little double nuke explosion, and I'll just tell you that this thing is optimized for VATS AP cost. So if I target this guy's face, we get a deliver amount of shots, and the best part is he's going to start dancing and, like, I don't know, we're gonna blow him halfway across the Commonwealth. He's gonna go sky high. But since we're 100% chance to hit this guy at this stage thanks to concentrated fire, we're not gonna miss. Even if the explosion doesn't happen anywhere near him, I believe... Nope. I've been outwitted by a tumbling monster. That's okay, we're on the right side of the train now at least. Have some crits, friend. Little by little, we're just biting off little bits of his health. Just gotta remember to reload. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And now we've turned this thing into a turn-based strategy game. Whilst we got ourselves set up for like 12 turns in a row because he can not do anything. I think you could probably like make the explosions way smaller that hit the tree just in front of me to do damage a little bit. And there's definitely someone down here that, well, took some of the damage. He's sharing it around a little bit. There must be either a Milek or a feral ghoul around these parts. This would be impossible to hit with a grenade launcher like that. Although, he's a big target, right? So eventually you'll probably get him. There's us. I believe that is Rounder giving us our full magazine again. And we decided that that tree is going down. If there weren't so much trees around, if it was like a flat sort of area, open plain with nothing for him to tumble behind, then we might have had an easier job taking him out. We've had to chase him around a little bit. Just crit the last couple. That should do the job. Oh yeah, he's dead. Now, anyone else want to deal with me? Because I would not recommend it. And there goes Mr. Swan. He is most certainly dead, and he had a RPG on him with the Ghoul Slayer on it, so that's fun. Okay, let's go another one. Okay, what better option for disarming or neutralizing a threat before you can kill them than by hitting them with the stun thing, and then, once they're down on the ground, hit them repeatedly with the grenade launcher. No nukes this time. We need to have more precision strikes on this. Besides, I don't feel like tossing him halfway across the Commonwealth and chasing him down. This one seems to be a little less crazy. Now, where do these bugs go? They've cleared out. Good for them. What I also could do is slow him down a little bit, because despite, you know, him being stunned a lot of the time, if I can get the shots in, he's still very fast if he gets up and running. So if I hit him with the cryo version a little bit, we can potentially slow him down unless he's immediately warmed up by the water. We'll have to see if he's got any of that freezing effect on him, which doesn't look like he does. I don't think you can use the freezing legendary effect to freeze these monsters, and I suppose that's the same thinking when it comes to this legendary, no, this particular round. Feel free to hit him whenever you want. Okay, how about we go with the plasmas? What? Is he actually stuck over there? We can just lob in direct fire at him until he's dead. Great. So it's pretty much it's a great crowd control weapon for multiple foes, but if you're fighting one guy one-on-one, you're better off using something with a higher DPS and a cheaper ammo source, because there's quite a lot of ammo I'm using up here, and if you are playing on like a survival playthrough or something and using explosives, you might be weighed down by the ammo required to carry on something like this. How about we give the Holorifle one last whirl? We've got a critical. Oh, nice. A sniper knockdown and a almost triple backflip. Maybe I should have upped the rate of fire more, because this is, she's struggling. Actually a little bit concerned that he's going to get up and punch me, so have this. He is definitely ragdolled. Okay, well, that was fun, but I've got one last thing to show you. So I could sit here and shoot this glowing ghoul with a grenade launcher for the next 15 minutes, or I could get some help. Now, does anyone want to actually do anything about that? Yes, bring the pain. Try not to toss him too far, though. Like, you don't want him to be sort of around. I love how it's the sound all the time. There's the first person sound. You can hear it. You can just hear in complete clarity when everyone's firing their grenades off. Okay, so far so good, but not all enemies can be mega staggered like that. Sorry, Kylie, I kind of knocked you over. I gave her the... Oh, her face is bugging out. Don't worry about that. I gave some of these followers the same leotard as me if the colors suit. You know, Lily's got the yellow one, which I think works pretty well. Just to show off the options, there's the purple ones there. That's pretty good. And then Matilda's got the red one on. Anyways, so we've got blood bugs coming in and... Oh, you can toss that one around. Great. We'll keep going, because he's a pain in the dick, so, give it up. Oops, I forgot to take the turrets off Lily. I think they're being destroyed with, stray grenade fire anyway. I suppose I should contribute to this one. In fact, I'm going to do a little bit of that. I suppose that's what everyone else is doing. No? Okay, things are working out pretty well. Wonder if I can go super fast. Oh good, it's doing the thing again where I get blitz. Where I get, like, the blitz perk, where the thing thinks it's a grenade launcher. So we're able to shoot this thing and move at speeds which might surprise you. And just jump and flip around everywhere. Look at this, I'm flying, I'm gliding through the Commonwealth. The funniest thing about this, right, is that, if you actually fire a grenade, you can outrun the grenade. See, there's that grenade going through the air. And if I sprint and jump and not get stuck, it exploded directly under me despite me firing it from all the way back there. So I can find the grenade and catch it through the air. There it is. See, I've well outpaced the grenade at this stage. Or is that it there? That's that one. So yeah, you can kind of break this weapon mod a little bit. The knockdown is pretty handy for a creature like this. Oh, okay, almost killed myself there. Keep it up. We can literally run rings around it and carpet bomb it from above. There we go. I think the ejected casings fly faster than the actual grenades. Oh, and I fell down and died. Okay, we killed it though, so it counts. Okay, I've adjusted the light a little bit, and yeah. I think that color works out pretty well. There's some pretty glaring omissions for the colors. There's no white, there's no light gray, there's no like darker greens or more regular greens. It's all very bright and lime green. It's the one I gave to Iris. Anyway, so... yeah, could someone blow that? Oh, okay, we're knocking each other out now, are we? We good?
All right.
Yeah, you better pick her up because we've got a big crab thing, which I don't think we're going to be able to throw around. So this one should be a little less stupid and ragdolly. Fire at will. Oh, that's the stuff. Look at everyone getting into it. But don't let it get too close, alright? It'll punch you and it'll knock you. I think it's one shot kill. Yep, there goes two. They got a habit of just like standing underneath it and oh, someone just got ragdolled. You're okay? It looked kind of painful. You good? Yep, no problem. Well, that was awkward. See, that's the neon color that Iris is wearing. It works out pretty well. Why does everyone keep blowing up? And the brown color looks like that, which is not the brown I was expecting, but yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, I think you get the idea at this point. So that there was a grenade launcher and also Raccoon Roll's Midsummer Leotard, but usually I don't go into that much detail with the apparel part of it. But if you want to see this weapon in your game, check out the link in the description. The verdict, I think, is it's sort of like being a mid-game level grenade launcher. I think it works out pretty well because there's obviously going to be stuff that's more powerful than it, I should say. But you can sort of see the tier system. So you've got the low level ones being the thumpers, the one shot, the M79s. Then it goes on to China Lakes. Then you could use like the Milcore revolving grenade launchers, and then you can get one of those big machine grenade launchers, the same ones that you can see in Fallout 76. So I think that works out pretty well in terms of like balance. But hopefully the next Fallout game they really outdo themselves with the weapons and have weapons of like each class. Like grenade launchers in Fallout 4, that's a pretty big omission. So yeah, I don't know, we might have to get modders to fix that up for us when Fallout 5 rolls around in like 20 years time. But it'll be interesting to see if they do more with guns, because the customization is good, but the variety and customization would be great. Anyways, this mod's good. Download it if you feel like it. Worth having a look. Thank you very much for watching, guys.